generically mean when they say a Luc Besson movie? What do they think of?
Oh my God, I have no idea.
You must have some
No,
idea.
no. Honestly, it's funny because my two best friends is Eric Serra, the composer, and Jean Reno, the actor, and we always say that one day when around like 80 years old, we will have a drink around the fireplace, and then we will talk about what we have done. But for now, we don't talk about it. We just like next movie, and we try to make it better, and we are inside. And I honestly, I don't look so much on the back. And by the way, when you finish a movie, you offer the movie to the people. Mm-hmm. You don't know who will see the movie. You know, 6 months ago, I met this Korean young boy, 13 years old, with a mohawk, a red mohawk. Mm-hmm. And he said, he was very aggressive, and he said to me, "My favorite film is Subway." And I was like, "Hey, okay, hold on. And I realized that he was not born when I made the movie. So you make a movie for someone who in 20 years will say, "Oh my God, I love it." So, and someone, 16 years old in China, 70 years old in Italy. Mm-hmm. And what they take from the film, I have no clue. But they take something that they like, and they make it make it their own thing. Mm-hmm. And this is what I love. Look at La Joconde, you know, from Da Vinci. How many millions of people have seen it? Mm-hmm. La Joconde always gives something to you. Always. You look at her, you have goosebumps, mm-hmm. and she gives you something. And that's the principle of art. So don't ask the question to someone who creates, because in fact...
Well, and yet, I'm sure that if you think to Martin Scorsese,
I can tell you what Scorsese bring to me.
Well,
which is different.
We can agree that if we say a Martin Scorsese film, it may have to deal with guilt, it may have to deal sometimes with crime, and sometimes it may have to deal with an electric idea.
No, I will say the guy is in love with movies, mm-hmm. and he always search. So I'm always curious to see a movie from Martin, mm-hmm. because he's not fake. He's here to offer you something. Mm-hmm. I don't like all the movies of them, but most of them I love them. But because he's honest, that's the point. He's honest. Mm-hmm. He gives something, like literally something from him that he gives to me, and that's the point. Is honesty.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that I think your cinema, your movies are very honest, but do you think that you can be a good judge of your own honesty? I mean, is it a problem that you think of?
No. I know I'm honest, because I don't know how to do it differently. I work with only two tools: my heart, my brain. That's it. Mm-hmm. You know.
Because
all my life, every time I want to make a movie, mm-hmm. I have some people who say, "Look, why are you doing this? Why you don't do Nikita 2 or 3 or 4, or Leon 3 or 4? Mm-hmm. Why you don't do Big Blue number 2? Why you don't do it Leon number 3 or 4? And then I said, because he's dead. Leon is dead, okay? So let's do something new. But always the people wants me to do the same shit again and again. Mm-hmm. And no, I want to do something else.
But this is why you often kill your main characters.
Not for that.
Not for that,
but there's, you know, Leon, for example, he killed people, so there's a logic that, mm-hmm. you know, at the end is dead. Yeah, there's a logic.
Let's talk Dogman. In Dogman, the lead character is an outsider in all possible sense. He's an outsider, and I've seen a lot of times in your movie. You've done a tremendous amount of different kind of movies, but if I can say something that they all have in common, is that the lead character is an outsider, is rarely part of... he may be successful, Leon is successful in his own job, but still he's an outsider. And do you think that this comes from how you see yourself? Because I know from your life, what I've read about your life, that you have had a peculiar youth and upbringing.
No, I think it's I think it's more interesting just for a storytelling point of view. You know, if there is some directors, you know, if I want to make a film about my neighbor in his kitchen with his wife, some directors do that very well. I don't know how to do it. So me, I'm going to a movie because I want to see something extraordinary. And I want another life. I want for like 2 hours, forget myself and be with the guy. So I need to relate. And I'm not a superhero. I'm an outsider. And so then I can relate to the guy because he's like me, and then something happened in his life.
Okay, my last question is, this is a problem with which we in Italy had to deal after neorealism. A lot of the directors and the screenwriters, they came from, they had a close relationship with the poor people, but then they became successful, of course, and they were not related to that. So you started, your upbringing was as an outsider, but then you've become successful, and we can't say anymore that you're an outsider. I mean, you're one of the biggest directors in Europe. So still, how do you write outsider characters once your life is completely different?
I understand your point of view, but in fact it's wrong, because it's like a race. You win a race, it doesn't mean the next race you will win. Every time you make a movie, you're back to zero. You're back to zero. Somebody can be better than you. People can say, I don't want to see it. So you're back to zero. You have to reinvent yourself every time. So people see you like, oh, he's a big guy. No. I was, maybe, but no. And during the COVID, I took my phone and 2 young actors and a team of 15 people, and I made an entire film with my phone. Because I want to be light. I want to see, if I still have the, the capacity and things. We shot for like 6 weeks, a love story, and it was great. And I can tell you, I'm still a beginner. I have the same thing. And I don't want to lose that. It's every movie, you're back to start. You're back to zero.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.